Greetings, everyone. Thank you for coming here today on this YouTube channel to see another video. Today it's really special because, Veeam, it has announced a lot of products, new releases of products, pretty much in every single one. It has been pretty much every single product, it has new version. So for example, the main one, Veeam Backup and Replication, it has been announced Veeam Backup and Replication version 11a, which even if it feels like a minor update, it has a lot of new functionalities. You can check the what's new on the KB, or you can check as well the what's new on jorgedelacruz.uk. I just put everything there as well, just with an overview for you to consume it much faster. For now, it's just released to the market, meaning that it's going to be GA very soon. So you can download it, you can install it, it is supported, but it's not the final build that it will be GA most likely. But well, anyways, if you're service providers, for example, that's perfect, and you can just go already and download and give it a try, update your Veeam Cloud Connects, and so on and so forth. So not just Veeam Backup and Replication, it has a new update as well. Veeam 1, it has Veeam 1 version 11a, which includes as well a few new features and a few new functionalities, and a lot of enhancements for reporting and monitoring. We are going to see all of these one by one in future videos. So on this video, I wanted today to touch really the how to upgrade our Veeam Cloud Connect, how to upgrade the Service Provider Console to the new version as well, Veeam Service Provider Console version 6. So once again, this video is going to be a bit short, and I'm not going to touch a lot of on the what's new on VBR or on Veeam 1 or on the Service Provider Console. It's just a quick update. It's just a quick to see how we perform the update of all of these components, and we are going to do all of them together. So let's go into the lab, and if I show you here, so you can see that on my lab, I'm just going to behave like as a service provider. So I have my Veeam Backup and Replication. That's the first component that we should make an update, because that's the first component that we need to put in maintenance as well. So the Veeam Cloud Connect, before we do the update from Veeam Backup and Replication version 11 to version 11a, I recommend you to put the Cloud Connect in maintenance mode. So I'll show you how. I'll show you first in which version I do have these components. So if I go here, it's a bit slow today. Let me show you. If I go here into help, into about, well, I have this this build, this specific build, which is okay. That's not version 11a. So now what we want to do is just go and update to version 11a. So, okay, we go to Cloud Connect, right click, and as you can see here, maintenance mode, let's put it in yes. And now with this in maintenance mode, we are not going to receive any backup, and the tenants themselves, they will receive a notification that the Cloud Connect service is in maintenance. So I have downloaded already the ISO, so I saved you that step of seeing me downloading the ISO, which is nothing magic. It's just on the official KB, or depending when you are seeing this video, you might even have it on the official website already. So anyways, let's start with the Veeam Backup and Replication upgrade. Okay, it's asking me for a C++, Microsoft Visual C++ upgrade. I guess this is going to need a reboot most likely. So let's take a look. Yeah, it requires a reboot. That's not a problem. So we do the reboot of this VM. I'm going to accelerate a bit the process of this reboot. And now, okay, so I put my username and password here, and I do not need to wait for the services to come back or something. I just need to open the ISO once again, and trigger the installation. So let's take a look. If you remember, and if you are seeing all of these components together, like the Veeam Cloud Connect, the Service Provider Console, I've run this on a Twitch session, and I install it all together to show you what is the foundations really of installing a Service Provider Console with VCC, Veeam Cloud Connect, and so on. So for small service providers, I guess this is a valid setup altogether, as long as you later on put the cloud gateways on different ones, which they are the ones doing the heavy lifting. But for bigger service providers, much better if you take a look into the best practices and deploy the different components on different different VMs or on different servers, properly sized. So just take this as a quick lab that I have here on my Supermicros. Okay, so this is the version that I have at the moment. It's taking the license, which is okay. That license still, I think, is still valid. It might have like a not for resale for a year or something. It might be just a few months until I need to renew it. There's a few components here that it needs the new version 11a, which is curious, but I'll just enable them, no problem. Now that everything is installed, we can pass and move to the next step. So okay, local system is okay. I'm going to keep using my SQL Express. So because it's an update, I should not really need to touch anything of this. Okay, database will be automatically upgraded to the version you're installing. That is okay. This means that if a new tables that they require, it's happening on the fly. And once again, I tend to not update the components automatically, and I prefer to open the console and later on do the upgrade of these components manually. I mean, it's still automated because it's from the Veeam console, but it's you have just a bit more control. So I think I will not check this for now, and later on when I open the console I'll do. I think because I have all the components just in one server, my VCC is really small, I will not have much problems, really much troubles later on. So okay, let's go here and install. Stop talking, and now the installation process it will kick in. I'm going to accelerate the process just a bit. It took me a few minutes to get all of this installed by itself. I have this VM not running on the fastest disks, but I think I will move it on the fly as well, so I can probably tier it to some NVMe or some SSD. So the next components it will take a bit less time. But anyways, this is the usual upgrade of Veeam Backup and Replication from previous versions to version 11a, which again, for now is released to the market. But maybe if you are seeing this video in maybe a week time or 2 weeks time since it's published, you might have been running already version 11a GA. So okay. I didn't tell you, but I usually recommend, of course, to do the configuration backup. Hopefully you're doing the configuration backup already, and so on. Maybe even do a snapshot on VMware before do anything, the usual stuff. So it's installing the Veeam Explorers, and that it's the latest latest things that it does before it finishes. So you can see starting the services now. It's really good, really sweet. And now we have version 11a, so VBR, and of course Veeam Cloud Connect. It has been updated to version 11a. I recommend you to take a look into the KB for the release notes. I'm just upgrading as well my Enterprise Manager. As you can see, I have everything together in one single VM. So I do accept the EULA, the license, it's okay. So I continue into next here. I do not need anything extra, so I click on next on here. Some new components that this requires. So I'm going to enable this I'm going to enable these features. Okay, they are already here, so I click next. And I do not want to change any port or anything, because once again, it's just an upgrade, not a new install. So that would be really strange to change something on an upgrade. And I do not think I accelerated this process much, most likely because I already, or the server is already tiered into some NVMe or some SSD, so the process it's fast enough. As I was saying, it's a lot of new stuff on Veeam Backup and Replication version 11a, tons of enhancements. Take a look into the knowledge base for the Cloud Connect as well. So I can click finish, and now we have finished our upgrade to version 11a, at least for Veeam Backup and Replication, which of course is Veeam Cloud Connect and Enterprise Manager. So that's good. That's not that much time. Let's take a look here into the console. You can see here that I have my not for resale license, which of course is just for labs. Okay, so the console it's open now. It's asking me to upgrade the components. You can see what I mean. So that component is just one, which is the whole Veeam Cloud Connect server. So it's now updating everything that is new, like the new mount server, the new proxy, repo, well, any DLL or anything that it has been updated is now as well the Cloud Gateway. You can see that this is even a new Cloud Gateway version. So that's okay. In the case that you have 10 Cloud Gateways, 12, 20, now this will be the time to go and upgrade them. So, okay, we click finish. Let's take a quick look into the into the version, and we have now the version that it's 11a. In this case, 11a released to the market. Maybe later on the GA will be a different build number. Okay, let's go now and exit the maintenance mode, so our tenants, they can start sending backups again. So let's take a look into the Service Provider Console version 6. The KB number is 4212. Announced on the 27th of September. We need version 5, this specific build, or later. I think I have this specific build that I installed with you on that Twitch session a long time ago. So let's just log in and take a quick look. Service Provider Console, it's not a minor update, it's just a new version. So just the moving from the version 5 to version 6. And on the version 6, I'll recommend you to take a look into the what's new, into that KB 4212, because it has so much new stuff that I will cover on a dedicated video later on. So, okay, we go into configuration, we go into support information, and yeah, I have updates that I didn't apply. Okay, 6726. So, okay, I am already on 6726. So I'm going to download the ISO. Once again, I'm not going to make you wait for any of this, so I'm going to accelerate the process of the download, so everything goes a bit faster on here. And there you go. Just install. It's just downloaded. So let's open it to mount the ISO, and let's go and put some setup here and do a small upgrade. I don't know if this will ask us for another reboot. So in the case that it will ask us for another reboot, maybe the maintenance mode on the Cloud Connect, that will not be a good idea, and it will be much better to finish to upgrade everything within the service provider environment. So let's take a quick look and see if this will ask us for a reboot. So okay, I do accept the terms and conditions of the agreement, the EULA, the third party. Let me mark them here. And now go next. Okay, that's the version that I have, which is at least is the minimum required. So that was good. I should have been running the patches and updates. Okay, let's take a look what components it's missing. Service Provider Console. Okay, the ASP.NET. I just want to check once again if this is going to reboot or if it's going to ask for a reboot. Again, if it's going to ask for a reboot, that's good. You are seeing now on the video, and then you know what to do next, which it will be to not disable the maintenance mode on the Cloud Connect, and it requires a reboot. So there you go. You know what to do now. Do not disable the maintenance mode on the Veeam Cloud Connect, so you can perform the update, all the updates of all the components from your service provider platform, and then later on, the latest thing you do is just open the Veeam console and disable the maintenance mode. Okay, so we can minimize this console. It's much faster. I can feel it now that it's in SSD or NVMe, so everything loads, even the services loads extremely fast. Once again, we open the ISO, and now with the ISO here, we just go into Service Provider Console. The requirements will be already installed. Once again, we accept the EULA, we accept the terms and conditions and the third-party components, license agreements. And now, finally, it's going to proceed with the installation. Yes, so, okay, I'm just going to introduce here my service account. I'm using the administrator, but please do use a normal service account. Click install. I'm going to accelerate this process as per usual. As I was saying, guys, I totally recommend you to take a look at the release notes. They have been a lot of improvements in the eyes of the service providers. We are going to see them one by one, or at least at the best of my possibilities, because I do not have like a big lab, a big environment. So we will see them in feature videos. What is what, how to enable the different new features, how we can check, and probably thinking about the use cases, like how this is going to help you. So I will try to put ideas or use cases into those new features on the video. So, okay, this has been all updated. So that's very good. The URL, it can take some time maybe to load. Let's see. Okay, and it's loading, so let's give it some seconds, because once again it has just been installed. Probably the service, it's probably, I don't know, building something or browser. Let's take a look. Oh, so it's new splash image, so that's good. Veeam Service Provider Console with this. I'm pretty sure that you can change all of this later on according to the tenant or partner that you are. So that's extremely good. And now, if we go into configuration, first things first, into support information, we have Veeam Service Provider Console version 6. Nothing to change on the change here. The plugin library, they have new members here, Veeam Backup and Replication. Then we have the Veeam Backup for Microsoft Office 365, the Pulse Portal, the Veeam 1. Probably the Pulse Portal was on the latest updates of version 5, but the Veeam 1, Veeam Backup for Office 365 and Veeam Backup and Replication are completely new. I have not run on the Grafana just yet, but I'll show you as well in another video. Let's probably click on the Veeam 1 so we can see what it's all this about. Once again, this Veeam 1, it will include license usage for managed servers to the monthly license usage. This is going to allow you to start offering Veeam 1 as a service and have fully control of those license of those Veeam ones within the service provider console. So you can see remote management or hosted scenario. There are two ways of deploying the Veeam one, and then later on, if we have servers, we will see them there. Really interesting, so we'll take a look into that later on. Another thing that did caught my eye is the MFA and the single sign-on as well. So I think the MFA and the single sign-on, all of those two are new as well. You can take a look into the knowledge base to confirm, but this is really good step for the security, for the users, for the tenants, for the resellers, without any problem. So API keys, and finally single sign-on, which is new. We do support ADFS, Keycloak, Okta, or custom. So super fresh. As I've said to you guys, the plan wasn't to do a deep dive on any of those features. It was just more to see quick updates that yes, that gotcha that the service provider console is going to require and a reboot as well. So bear it in mind, upgrade your Veeam backup and replication with the Enterprise Manager and so on. Put it in maintenance mode first. Do the whole updates of all the components, including service provider console, and finally, the last step, please do the disable the maintenance mode. So yes, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll put the new videos as soon as I can and as I have some more time to do all of these recordings, and of course the testing for myself, by myself, doing all of this, the what's new. And yeah, if you like the video, do thumbs up, and if you have any questions, which maybe you have, just put it there on the comments. I read you and I try to reply to you as soon as possible. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you very soon. Bye.